Hello, everyone. You are listening to Voices of Science, echoes from the life science experts by RX Propellant. This is a podcast series which features key figures shaping the life science ecosystems in India with a focus on the technical and infrastructural needs of the life science community, investments, and environmental policies and considerations. I'm your host, Satish Chris Ragoo. Today's episode features Dr. Vaibhav Bhatia. He's a young, gifted science entrepreneur and CEO of Lamark Biotech. Today, we'll be talking about biotech entrepreneurship in India, breakthroughs versus business. Dr. Bhatia, it's a wonderful pleasure to have you in our podcast. Please tell me, Lamarck Biotech has been awarded the Biotechnology Ignition Grant by the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, and has been recognized as one of the top three biopharma startups in India by the International Knowledge Millennium Conference. Could you tell us more about your unique idea and the potential it has to transform access to life saving drugs?
First of all, thank you. Thank you for calling me here. Regarding Lamarck Biotech's idea, so the mission, the vision with which we work is with the problem that the promise of healthcare has been to make sure that nobody should suffer a problem, a disease, a condition for which a medicine is available. But that is not true. And most of the people on the globe today are not able to access a proper healthcare. A lot of problems are there, but one of them is dependence on cold chain. So, vaccines, a drug like insulin, and many of these biologics, they require refrigerated systems to be transported. And you all know that forget about refrigeration, a big chunk of people don't even have access to electricity. So, how are we going to deal with this problem? And this is where we came up because I'm a biochemist. I got some good friends in technology, and we came up with some new research during my postdoctoral time with some collaborations where we could figure out a way to stabilize a lot of these proteins. And stabilizing these proteins means that instead of depending on cold temperatures, you can go independent of that. So even at higher temperatures, these proteins can work, they can perform their function. And this is where the whole innovation comes in. It's a small thing, but has a bigger impact. Means you can maintain the quality of a vaccine independent of refrigerated systems. You can keep the vaccine at room temperature and still expect it to work.
India is known as the manufacturing hub of generics. The move to biopharma is quite recent, with biosimilars set to dominate the market in the next few years, making them more affordable for everyone. How can your technology help in transforming these biomolecules to be more effective?
As I mentioned, a lot of these molecules, which are playing a majority, a big role today in the healthcare are protein-based molecules. Uh, 7 of the 10 top-selling drugs are biologics, means these are molecules derived from biological systems like yeast, mammalian cells, or others by a process called genetic engineering, and they perform the job of medicine. Unlike before, where small molecules like paracetamol, brufen, these are small molecules which were doing the job. Protein provides that leverage to target a particular disease in a very very designed manner. And this is where we come in. This is how we are changing the world by making sure that you can transport Herceptin like a medicine, antibody with the same ease as you would transport paracetamol.
Innovative research in biotechnology takes a long time and requires heavy investment. You need a team of smart scientists who believe in your vision too. As a young startup, what financial and skill related challenges did you encounter, especially during COVID 19 when many startups just could not survive? And how did the ecosystem help in navigating around them?
This has got two aspects to it. One is the commercial, the development ecosystem for a biopharmaceutical or drugs, healthcare is not independent of academia. In fact, even in the biggest pharma companies include Pfizer, Moderna, they all very deeply integrate with academic systems. And this is what young biotech companies do. They go and interact with a lot of academic people and try to stay lean at a startup mode. They don't invest too much in capex, and they try to run their experiments by investing minimal on consumables and all, and absorb the risk of failure there. And as you said, it's not only smart scientists. You have to collaborate and interact with a lot of other smart people who understand the market, who understand finance, who understand sales for you, and then get together and put something in place. And your question regarding how did we survive COVID-19, I think both of them were important here. We were very lucky to have supporters from the means. I was supported by IKP, Hyderabad. IIM Bangalore was there. There were people who were guiding us to not invest, in some things. They guided us not to make few mistakes early on, so we were able to survive that time. And on the other hand, we were interacting a lot with academia, so we kept it, at a subtle level, so that we were able to maintain our activities and still manage to come out with something by the end of the COVID era.
Could you tell us more about your pipeline? What molecules are you currently working on, and which disease areas are you addressing?
Lamark is a formulation company. The implications of stabilizing the protein goes beyond healthcare. Proteins are used to create energy. Proteins are used in diagnostics. But currently, we are focusing on only three areas. One is diabetes, where we are developing insulin and a few similar molecules. Lung cancer, where we are developing a new molecule to treat non-small cell lung carcinoma. And third is age-related macular degeneration. This is the vision loss that happens in patients who are above 60, and there are medicines, but around 4 million patients, around the 25% of them, they don't have any, they don't respond to the current treatment, so they don't have an option today. And we have a new molecule, first in class molecule, to treat that. And that's what we are developing, with the idea again to not only get a new science here, but also come with an advantage so that it can reach majority of the globe.
What would you rank higher on your list? Is it access to industry-ready talent you could employ immediately, or good connectivity and social infra, or initial capital investment, or is there anything else?
Capital investment is always low on the priority list, because if you have a good team, if you have ecosystem, capital will automatically flow. So capital investment is the last thing you should worry about. Yes, it is most important, but it is again the last thing. You can't have water. Yes, you are thirsty, you need to drink water, but you can't have water unless and until you have a good vessel. So we should focus on a good vessel. Water will automatically come, and if you don't have a good vessel and water comes, it will go away because you will not be able to retain it. So that's what we focus on. The priority is to create to find ecosystem, because we can't create it. These are the drivers coming from outside. Then create a team, find people who are similar in cultural aspects, who work with more or less similar definition in their head. And once that is there, I think money is easy in India today. Yes, I tried to start a company in 2010, and I can tell you it's like not even 10% of what it was before. Yeah.
Dr. Bhatia, I sincerely thank you for joining us and sharing your great insights on biotech entrepreneurship in India. And thank you for listening, everyone. To know more about today's episode, please check out our description below or visit our website www.rxpropellant.in. Do join us again for another episode of Voices of Science by RX Propellant.